everybody, and welcome to Rockin' Jocks here on No Filter Network, part of the Bleach Brothers Sports Media. I'm your host, Rockin' Reese. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday afternoon. And what a week. It feels good to be back on my normal time. Last week was a little crazy with all the stuff happening with WrestleMania and then March Madness and all that crazy stuff. We're going to get into all of it. First and foremost, congratulations on the women's side to the LSU Tigers. Yep, they were victorious, defeating the Iowa Hawkeyes. Angel Reese got the honors of being the most outstanding player for a women's March Madness tournament. However, Angel Reese kind of was a little bit more known for her interaction with Caitlin Clark. Just to give a little context to everybody who didn't catch this by now. That in the women's Final Four, PM this up real quick. When Iowa did the unthinkable and knocked off the reigning defending women's champion South Carolina Gamecocks. Caitlin Clark, she decided to pull out her John Cena impression saying, "You can't see me." Actually, no, I got to correct myself on that one. She actually did that in the Elite Eight against Louisville. When they were blowing them out 97-83. Then, of course, Iowa would go on then to defeat South Carolina in the Final Four. LSU would defeat Virginia Tech, therefore setting up the championship this past Sunday, where LSU mopped the floor with Iowa. And then, as I mentioned, Angel Reese, a.k.a. the Bayou Barbie, she decided to return the favor a little bit to Caitlin and do a little of her own "you can't see me" show. So say, about that ring, we got that. But that was that. And then, of course, we go to the men's side of things. And as if we didn't have enough craziness. There. The men, they decided to still keep it going because the crazy buzzer beater, the San Diego State Aztecs knocked off the lowest remaining seed, left the Florida Atlantic Owls 72-71. Meanwhile, the UConn Huskies, they were saying, it's clear skies, no hurricanes in sight, as they knocked off the U 72-59. That, of course, set up the championship this past Monday. UConn, that's right, folks. For once, we're talking about the men's Huskies, not the women. UConn knocked off San Diego State 76-59, claiming their sixth national championship in franchise history. Congratulations also to and let me make sure I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Adama Sonogo. He was most outstanding player in the men's tournament. And there we go. Congratulations to the LSU women and the UConn men. And what a crazy ending to the 2023 March Madness tournaments. There you go, folks. Oh, by the way, before we get too deep into the show, I want to let you know if anybody out there is watching, y'all know what to do. See on the lower portion of the screen, see that little fist right there? That's the Knocker Room. Send me that. I'll bring you on. You can just come here and chill with me. And talk about anything sports related you want to get off your chest right now. Let's do some football right now. We got XFL Week 8. And right now on ESPN and ESPN Plus, we have the St. Louis Battlehawks hosting the Vegas Vipers. And the score right now is Vipers 11, Battlehawks 8. And the fourth quarter just kicked off right now. Battlehawks 5-2, Vipers 2-5. Remember, after this, there's only 2 weeks left to go to the end of the season. So, yeah, standings are going to be crucial. Right now, in the XFL North, the DC Defenders are 6-1. Like I said, Battlehawks are 5-2. Seattle Sea Dragons are 5-2. And Vipers, of course, like I said, 2-5. In XFL South, Houston Roughnecks 4-3. Arlington Renegades 3-4. San Antonio Brahmas 2-5. And Orlando Guardians 1-6. And like I said, top 2 teams in each division will be heading to the playoffs. And just need to let you know, directly after the Battlehawks and Vipers, keep it on ESPN and ESPN Plus for the Guardians hosting the Renegades. And then tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 Central on ABC and ESPN Plus, the Brahmas will host the Roughnecks. And then at 7 Eastern, 6 Central on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus, the Sea Dragons will host the Defenders. Right. And just to give a little heads up for Week 9, on ABC and ESPN Plus next Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Central, the Roughnecks will host the Vipers. And then I'll give you the rest of the lineup on next week's show. But XFL, don't get too comfortable, because see, this is your last week all alone in the football spotlight, because next Saturday afternoon, 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central on Fox, the USFL returns with a doubleheader. Yep. And there's even a debut in this one. Yep. How's that, you might be asking? Well, I'll tell you right now that back in November, Tampa Bay Bandits, they're on hiatus. Oh, out goes Tampa, and comes Memphis with the Showboats. And matter of fact, they'll be kicking off the 2023 USFL season, hosting the runners-up of last season's USFL championship, the Philadelphia Stars. Like I said, that'll be at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central on Fox, coming to you live from Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. And then directly after that, keep it on Fox, because the defending champion Birmingham Stallions will be hosting the New Jersey Generals. That'll, like I said, USFL next Saturday. Yep, 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central on Fox. I mean, we got a lot of football news too, because let's also forget that we are 19 days away from the NFL draft. Of course, that'll be taking place Thursday, April 27th through Saturday, April 29th, or 20 days away from the draft. Oh, it's gonna start. Oh wait, thought I was right. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be Thursday, April 27th through Saturday, April 29th. It'll be held at Union Station in Kansas City, Missouri. Of course, Kansas City, home to the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. Yep. And remember, Carolina Panthers will be on the clock. Remember, they received the number one draft the number one draft pick thanks to a trade with the Chicago Bears. And like I said, I'm thinking that could wind up blowing up in the Bears' face, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. That will cover all of football talk for today's episode. All right, let's switch it over to the hockey side of things right now. And yep, we are in the final days of the NHL season. It comes to an end this Friday, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the standings and where we are, starting with the Eastern Conference, leading the Metropolitan Division. Yeah, at least for the time being, anyway. Carolina Hurricanes, they have 109 points. New Jersey Devils, 108. New York Rangers, 104. Yep, all of them have locked their playoff positions. Then we have New York Islanders, 89. Pittsburgh Penguins, 88. Washington Capitals, 77. Philadelphia Flyers, 71. And Columbus Blue Jackets, yep, they have 56. Tied for the fewest points in the league, but they don't have the worst record. I'll mention who does in a moment. Those are your Metropolitan standings. In the Atlantic Division, the President's Cup winning Boston Bruins, 127 points. Right behind them, Toronto Maple Leafs, 103 points. Tampa Bay Lightning, 96 points. All of them have locked in their playing positions. And then Florida Panthers, 89. Buffalo Sabres, 85. Ottawa Senators, 81. Detroit Red Wings, 80. Montreal Canadiens, 68. And if we take a look at the wild card, boy, it is tight. Panthers and Islanders, yep, they would be holding the two spots. Penguins may actually overtake. And actually, speaking of the Penguins, they are defeating the Detroit Red Wings in the Motor City 5-1, 6 minutes plus left to go in the third. Matter of fact, that game on ABC and ESPN Plus. And those of you get ready to watch Hockey Saturday, we have the Dallas Stars getting ready to host the Vegas Golden Knights at the conclusion of Red Wings versus Penguins. And speaking of the Dallas Stars, let's go to the Western Conference. In the Central Division, we have a tie atop the Central. Both the Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche and those aforementioned Stars have 100 points apiece. Minnesota Wild, 98. All three of them have locked in playoff positions. But we don't know which team's going to be the champion yet. Right behind them, Winnipeg Jets, 89. National Predators, 88. St. Louis Blues, 81. Arizona Coyotes, 67. And Chicago Blackhawks, 56. Those are your Central Division standings. In the Pacific Division, Vegas Golden Knights, 106. Edmonton Oilers, 103. Los Angeles Kings 100. Seattle Kraken 96. All four of those teams have locked in playing positions. Congratulations to the Kraken. Only second year in the NHL, and they've already locked up a playoff spot. Good job. Yep, and you know what that means? That means that in the playoffs, we will actually be able to say something. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if this time I can find the actual clip instead of the. Yep. There we go. I got the good clip this time, y'all. Guess what that means? In the NHL, we get to say. All right, wait for it.
Release the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
I just wanted to say that. Hey. Yeah, I was getting to that, Mickey. I was getting to that. Don't you worry. Let's see. Just to get the rest of the standings: Calgary Flames 89, Vancouver Canucks 77, San Jose Sharks 60, and the team with the worst record in the NHL, Anaheim Ducks, they have 56. All right, let's see who's hot, who's not. In the hot speed, in the hot spot, the Oilers, the hottest team in the league right now, on a 6-game win streak. Right behind that, Panthers on a 5-game win streak. And then right behind them would be the Bruins on a 4-game win streak. Now, as for the cold teams, yeah, Ducks and the Coyotes tied on a 9-game losing streak. Ironically, one of them will end theirs tonight because those two teams play each other. Capitals and the Flyers are both on a 5-game losing streak, and the Senators are on a 4-game losing streak. That's that. Oh, and you know what? While I'm also at it, let me give you the Western Conference wildcard teams. Like I said, Kraken have locked in their spot. Right now, the Jets would have the second spot, even though they and Flames both have 89 points. But then Predators still right there with 88. So that's really the race between who will get the final spot in the Western Conference. And to Mickey's point, which was just brought up, yeah, which team will the Kraken wind up playing? Because right now it looks like they will be getting the Central Division winner. Like I said, we don't know who that's going to be. Because, man, points are like tight between Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota. Oh, we will find all of that out yet to come. Yeah, matter of fact, both wild card races and both both conferences are really tight. And just to give an update here, just to give an update on this Penguins Red Wings game. Yeah, Sidney Crosby got 2 goals, one of them coming via power play. Kenny Malkin has a goal in this one. Danton Heinen has a goal. And Alex Nylander has a goal. Oh, by the way, Crosby also has an assist as well. Let's see. We have Granlund, Carter, Letang, Gensel, and Zucker also with Penguin assist. And then for the Red Wings, Peace Suter off of Kopp and Raymond. That's the lone goal there. Also, we had this game come to an end off television as the Sabres upset the Hurricanes 4-3. This one, see how it happened. All right, Casey Middlestat, first goal in this game off Skinner and Dolan. It did Seth Jarvis and Jesper Fast, scoring 22 seconds apart to give the Canes a 2-1 lead. But then Rasmus Dahlin on a power play tied it up at 2. Sebastian Aho regained the lead for the Hurricanes. But then Middlestat with his second goal ties it up, and then Tage Thompson with the winner off that one. So let's see. All right, so Middlestat 2 goals. Did he have an assist? No, he did not. All right, Dahlin had 1 goal, 2 assists. All right, Thompson, of course, just had a goal. All right, Skinner, 2 assists. Tuck, Power, and Cousins all had 1 assist for the Victoria Sabres. Let's see. All right, Jarvis Fast and Aho with goals for the Hurricanes. Assists go to Kokoniemi, Stahl, Martinuk, Teravainen, and Puljujarvi. All right, and now let's take a look at your schedule for the final week of the NHL season. Like I said, get ready to come on in just a few moments. Keep it on ABC and ESPN Plus as the Stars host the Golden Knights. Then tonight at 8, Hockey Saturday with the triple header on ABC and ESPN Plus as the Bruins host the Devils. Then tomorrow, the only 2 games actually slated, both of them will be on TNT starting at 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Flyers will host the Bruins, followed by the Ducks hosting the Avalanche. Monday. All right, we got it. All right, we got split coverage. 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 Central on ESPN Plus and Hulu. Panthers will host the Maple Leafs. But at 9 Eastern, 8 Central on ESPN, Blackhawks will host the Wild. Tuesday, doubleheader on ESPN, starting at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Lightning will host the Maple Leafs, followed by the Avalanche hosting the Oilers. Wednesday, doubleheader on TNT, starting at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Blues will host the Stars, followed by the Flames hosting the Sharks. Thursday, doubleheader on ESPN starting at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. The Stars will host the Blues, a little home and home there. That'll be followed by the Kraken hosting the Golden Knights. And then, there will be no TV coverage on Friday to end the season, but the 2 games that will end it will be the Blue Jackets hosting the Sabres at 7:30 Eastern. And then at 8 o'clock Eastern, Predators will host the Avalanche. And that game actually will have Stanley Cup implications because of the ties going on with the Wild and the Stars for the Central Division. Of course, Predators, except they're still going for the second wild card. Hopefully we'll find out all of that chaos before everything goes down. All right, let's see if we've got any news that can also. All right, so we can have some clinching going on. Golden Knights can clinch the Pacific if they defeat the Stars in any fashion. And the Sharks can beat the Oilers in regulation. All right, and not to mention, Golden Knights will have home ice in the West if they manage to get at least 1 point against the Stars, or if the Avalanche beat the Kings in any fashion. Okay, Oilers can clinch home ice advantage if they defeat the Sharks in any fashion, and the Avalanche beat the Kings in any fashion, or no, actually, Oilers will have home ice in the first round of the playoffs, I should say. Or if they get 1 point against the Sharks and Avalanche beat the Kings in regulation. Let's see what else we can have. Well, now the Hurricanes, thanks to losing, they now need the Blue Jackets to beat the Rangers in regulation to have first round in the playoffs. Okay, Devils can get home ice in first round if they defeat the Bruins in regulation, if they win in a overtime or a shootout, and Rangers and Blue Jackets have any result other than Rangers winning in regulation, if they get a point against the Bruins and then the Blue Jackets beat the Rangers in any fashion, or if the Blue Jackets just beat the Rangers in regulation. That's all of that news right there. By the way, good news for the Wild. Kirill Kaprizov will be coming back tonight against the Blues. Yeah, bad news for the defending Stanley Cup champions. Their Conn Smythe winner, Cale Makar, out indefinitely due to injury, so that could spell trouble. Yeah, for the defending champs. All right, and that will be all for the NHL side of things. And let's go to the NBA now. Yeah. All right, now let's go to the NBA side of things. Now, we do know that the Eastern Conference, they're set up. Western Conference, we know their teams are in, but we're not necessarily sure who's going to be playing against who. And I'll tell you why as we read the standings. First, in the Eastern Conference, like I said, all of these positions are locked, and I'll go into the schedule in a moment when it goes to the play-in tournament. All right, as soon as these nice little things right here disappear. All right, Milwaukee Bucks, they lock up home court for the entire NBA. Best record, 58-23. That will be true even if they do lose tomorrow against the Raptors. And Boston Celtics, 56-25. Their second seed. Philadelphia 76ers at 53-28. They're the third. Cleveland Cavaliers at 51-30. They'll be the fourth seed. Yep. New York Knicks 47-34. They'll be the 50 seed. Brooklyn Nets 45-36. They are the 6th seed. They are all locked in. And in the play-in tournament, Miami Heat, they're the 7th seed. They'll be 43-38. Atlanta Hawks, they're the 8th seed, 41-40. Toronto Raptors, they're the 9th seed at 40-41. And the Chicago Bulls, yep, are the 10th and final team in at 39-42. And eliminated are the Washington Wizards, 35-46. Indiana Pacers and Orlando Magic at 34-47. Charlotte Hornets, 26-55. And with the worst record in the league, the Detroit Pistons, 17-64. Yep. Yeah, in the Western Conference, yep, the best in the West, the Denver Nuggets, yeah, they're 52-28. They will indeed have the number 1 seed. Yep, right behind them, Memphis Grizzlies 51-30. They're number 2. Sacramento Kings at 48-33. They will be the 3 seed. Phoenix Suns 45-36. They will be the 4th seed. But now here's where things get tricky. Right now, Golden State Warriors 43-38. They're the 5th. Los Angeles Clippers 42-38. They're the 6th seed. And right now, Clippers a little bit more on the bubble, but thankfully they do have an extra game in hand here, so they can actually wind up determining their fate a little better than the Warriors can and the Lakers can. And speaking of the Lakers, they're in play-in position at 42-39, but if the Clippers lose their final 2 games and the Lakers will win, they would actually swap spots. Let's see. Number 8 seed New Orleans Pelicans 42-39. Minnesota Timberwolves are at 40-40. And locked into the number 10th spot are the Oklahoma City Thunder at 39-42. Then eliminated from playoff contention, Dallas Mavericks 38-43, Utah Jazz 36-44, Portland Trailblazers 33-47, San Antonio Spurs 21-59, and Houston Rockets 21-60. Let's see who's hot and who's not here. Actually, not a lot to talk about when it comes to the NBA. Hottest team in the league. It's the Cavs. They're on a 3-game win streak. Then right behind them, Celtics, Nets, Warriors, Pelicans, and the Rockets all on 2-game win streaks. And then anybody who's on a 1-game win streak will be 3rd. That being the Sixers, the Bulls, the Wizards, the Pistons, the Grizzlies, Clippers, Lakers, Timberwolves, the Thunder, and Spurs. Yeah. All right, let's see. Cold streaks. All right, these are a little easier to find. Hornets and the Jazz are the coldest on a 4-game losing streak. Right behind them, Pacers and Magic are cold on a 3-game losing streak. And then on a 2-game losing streak would be Raptors, Nuggets, Kings, and Blazers. All right, now let's get into that crazy little thing called the play-in tournament because, like I said, Eastern Conference, they're set up. West, this week it's got to play things out. So, and let me see if they even have the play-in tournaments scheduled. Okay, we know Tuesday's matchup will be the Heat hosting the Hawks. And then Wednesday, we'll have the Raptors hosting the Bulls. Oh, we knew those will be happening. Like I said, Western Conference is a little strange. So let's go to how this play-in tournament works for those of you that are unfamiliar with it. Like I said, the Heat will host the Hawks. The winner of that game will become the 7th seed, and they'll go on to play the Celtics in the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Then the loser of that game will then go play a game on Thursday against the winner of Raptors versus Bulls. The loser of that game, they're eliminated. Then whoever plays in Thursday's game, of course, they'll become the 8th seed, and they'll be playing the Bucks in the Eastern quarterfinals, and of course, losers out. Right now, like I said, we have now all 10 of these teams are in, but we know the Suns will host this year. We know the Kings will host. We know the Grizzlies will host, and we'll know the Nuggets will host. However, we're not too sure of their opponents, much less who will be playing in. Now, let's see the rest of the schedule real quick. And by the way, we have no televised games on for today. But we do have 3 games. Nuggets, Jazz, they'll be on, and that game will be irrelevant because, like I said, Nuggets have already clinched the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Timberwolves and Spurs, that'll be irrelevant because both of them are out. Only game that has some relevance will be the Blazers and the Clippers. Because, like I said, right now, Clippers, they're on the bubble. Yeah, and they pretty much have to win out just to lock in at least the 6th seed. They can move up to 5 if they win both of their games. And then the Warriors lose their finale. And I believe, let's see, who did? Clippers play the Sun, and then the Warriors are on the road against the Blazers. That's the final for that one. And meanwhile, the Lakers will host the Jazz. Oh, by the way, just to give the schedule for what's happening tomorrow, doubleheader at 1 o'clock on ESPN. Celtics will host the Hawks. And then, like I said, Lakers will host the Jazz. Like I said, Lakers and Jazz still have, well, Lakers at least, they can move up should the Clippers lose both of their games. And not exactly an enviable position if you're LA, but let's see if they split. Let's see which games. Oh. Yeah, they might not want to lose to Portland since that's a division matchup. All right, all right. And then also, yeah, Pelicans. If they can win and the Lakers lose, that could swap them up. But then if the Clippers lose again, if the Clippers and Lakers both lose, and the Pelicans win their finale, yep, New Orleans can actually move up to the 6th seed and lock in a playing spot. So that's why all of these. Well, actually, I do got to say Timberwolves and Spurs actually could still be somewhat relevant because Timberwolves, in with the loss, guaranteed themselves the number 9 seed, but with the wins paired with both Lakers and Pelicans losses, they can at least move up to 8 and drop the Lakers down to 9th, which actually means Minnesota and LA will wind up playing each other. So, yeah, there's some there's some high drama going on with the last weekend here of the NBA season. All right, let's see. Can I give an update here? All right, we got an update. Yeah, it's 17-14. We're at the 2-minute warning. Vipers are just holding on. Yeah, let me see if we could get a status right here. Oh, both teams missing field goals. That's going to be critical. All right, and let's see. Do we have NHL real quick? All right, and Vegas Dallas just started off, and Penguins went final 5-1. So now they temporarily move up. To the number 1 spot, and now it would be Penguins and Panthers now holding on to the wild card in the East. All right, Battlehawks now with a minute and a half, and they're driving hopefully to get within field goal range, if not score a touchdown. All right, while we're doing that, let's also turn our attention to Major League Baseball. And right now, let's give these scores in the bottom of the 6th. The Twins are hosting the Astros. That game's deadlocked at 4. Let's see, I believe. All right, that's actually the only game going on right now, but we do have a couple games getting ready to go in just a little bit, one of which happening on FS1 as the Chicago Cubs host the Texas Rangers. Also getting ready to happen at Philadelphia Phillies hosting the Cincinnati Reds. And the undefeated Tampa Bay Rays will be hosting the Oakland Athletics. And then the New York Mets will be hosting the Miami Marlins. Actually got a lot of 4 o'clock games getting ready to go on. San Francisco Giants getting ready to host the Kansas City Royals. Detroit Tigers hosting the Boston Red Sox. Yep. Yeah, all of those games are going to get ready to get happening in a little moment here. All right, let's take a look and see our standings right now. In the American League, like I said, Rays, the only undefeated team in the league. They are leading the East 7-0. Toronto Blue Jays 5-3. Baltimore Orioles and New York Yankees both 4-3. Boston Red Sox 3-4. In the Central, Minnesota Twins 5-2. Cleveland Guardians 5-3. Chicago White Sox 3-5. Detroit Tigers 2-5. Kansas City Royals 2-6. In the West, Los Angeles Angels and Texas Rangers, both 4-3. The defending World Series champion Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners are both 3-5. And Oakland Athletics are 2-5. Those are your American League standings. Let's go to the National League. The Atlanta Braves are leading the East at 6-2, followed by the New York Mets at 4-4. Miami Marlins 3-5, Philadelphia Phillies 2-5, and Washington Nationals 2-6. In the Central, Milwaukee Brewers are in the lead at 6-1, Pittsburgh Pirates 5-2, Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati Reds both at 3-3, and the St. Louis Cardinals are 2-5. Thanks. All right, and actually, yeah, that's who actually have the worst record right now? The Royals and the Nationals would. Okay, and in the West, Los Angeles Dodgers 5-3, Arizona Diamondbacks and San Diego Padres 4-4, San Francisco Giants 3-4, Colorado Rockies 3-5. Those are your National League standings and your standings overall in Major League Baseball. Of course, we know Rays, hottest team in the league, 7-game win streak. Right behind them, Brewers, 6-game win streak. And Blue Jays, Pirates, each on a 4-game win streak. Let's see, cold teams, Cardinals losing 4 in a row. Next coldest streak, that's 2 losses. White Sox, Tigers, A's, and Reds on 2-game losing streaks, and then on a 1-game losing streak. Yankees, Guardians, Angels, Rangers, Astros, Braves, Marlins, Dodgers, Giants, and Rockies. Boy, talk about some crazy action right there. All right, let's take a look at what's happening nationally this week. Okay, as I mentioned, Cubs are hosting the Rangers. That'll be on FS1 in just a little bit. And then around 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 Central on MLB Network, you can either see the Brewers hosting the Cardinals or the Braves hosting the Padres. Tomorrow, Okay, MLB Network at 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central has the Tigers hosting the Red Sox. Then at 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central, we have the Orioles hosting the Yankees. Then at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 Central, we have the Giants hosting the Royals. And then Sunday Night Baseball, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. On ESPN, Braves will host the Padres. Monday, 2 Eastern, 1 Central, MLB Network. Yep, Twins will host the White Sox. Then at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, MLB Network. Got the Rays and the Red Sox. Then at 7 o'clock on the MLB Network, the Mets will host the Padres. All right, and that will take care of that. Let's see if I can get Tuesdays up here. Okay, Tuesday's schedule looks to be only one game at 7 o'clock on TBS. Mets will host the Padres. Then at 9:30 on MLB Network, you can either get the Diamondbacks hosting the Brewers or the Giants hosting the Dodgers. Wednesday, Mets Padres 1 o'clock on MLB Network, or you could see Twins host the White Sox. Right, 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central on MLB Network. You can either see the Phillies hosting the Marlins or the Angels hosting the Nationals. 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 Central on MLB Network. You will see either the Blue Jays host the Tigers or the Braves host the Reds. That's going to be interesting. Thursday, 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central on MLB Network. Orioles host the A's, or Red Sox host the Whites, or Red Sox or Rays will be hosting the Red Sox. There we go. First day of new time, folks. All right, then at 7 o'clock Eastern on MLB Network, Yankees will host the Twins, or Blue Jays will host the Tigers. And go to Friday. Craig, how you get fired on your day off? Oh, sorry, wrong Friday. All right, then it's Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV Plus. At 6:30, you could get the Tigers hosting the Giants. There, or at 7, you could get Red Sox hosting the Angels. Yeah, look for that one to be an audition right there. Okay, starting at nope. Can't see that happens. Then at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, MLB Network. Houston Astros versus Rangers. It's a battle of Lone Star State. Or we could either see Royals hosting the Braves. That'll be fun. And then then at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 Central. Oh, actually, no, that match just got dropped. So that's that. And then let's see, that'll actually take care of all of your actual for MLB. Let's see if we've got some news happening right here. All right, nothing in. All right, nothing in the proofs, but we do got to talk about this here for the Indianapolis Greyhounds, Brady Ware. This dude would make Shohei Ohtani look like nothing. Why is it? Yeah. Oh, what's up, Joe? Yeah. Now, Brady Ware. Cycle. No hitter. Same game. That's right, folks. Brady Ware in college baseball game lit up Drury University. Yeah, and matter of fact, let me see. When did this game? In game 2 of a doubleheader that took place yesterday. Yeah, and how did you get the cycle, you ask? Well, here's how it happened. Solo shot. Then a bases clearing triple. So we got the 2 hardest hits out the way. And he also hits this in reverse because then let's see. Got an RBI double. Yeah, in the very next inning after that. Yeah, so second inning, got the solo shot and the bases clearing triple. Yeah, third inning, yeah, RBI double. And then in the 5th inning, yeah, gets the single to hit for the cycle. Then, like I said, also had to rely on the bullpen to hold the no. That's all right though. Yeah, Greyhounds wound up winning easily. And by the way, final score for anybody that was curious. Yeah, they shut them out 13-0. Yep, that's how it goes. All right, let's see. Do we have a final? Ladies and gentlemen, we have history in the making. We have our first overtime game. Yep. Dan Hagman with the 34-yarder as with 15 seconds left to go, forces it into overtime. Right now, yeah, Golden Knights Vipers had the first possession. Sorry, it's all this Vegas talk. By the way, also want to give a shout out to Joe Hughes on the show right now. Joe, thank you for thanks for having me on the plugin, and glad you could be on. Of course, Mickey Delaney, my my diamond of the Emerald City. There we go. Hey, that's like, you know what? That should be a t-shirt right now. And by the way, just want to let y'all know, if that is one, tell them send checks to Rockin Reese, care Bleach Brothers and Fielder and all that other good stuff. Yep. Let's see, what else do we have to talk about? Oh, I know what else. Yeah, tonight we got some UFC action going on. Yeah. Yep, this will take place at the Casillas Center in Miami. Live and exclusively on pay-per-view. It's UFC 287, and this will feature a middleweight championship match with Alex Pereira defending against Israel Adesanya. Yep. Yeah, let's take a look. It's actually these two. Yes, matter of fact, these two fought each other back in November, and actually, it was the match where Pereira won the middleweight championship in a fifth round TKO. Yeah, for the 7-1 superstar. Yeah, who actually is undefeated in UFC at 4-0 and has overall record of 7-1. And meanwhile, the former champion Israel Adesanya, let's give his, yeah, it's 23-2. Yeah, actually started off white hot with 20 at 20-0. Yeah, ultimately losing to Jan Blachowicz on a decision in UFC 259. And then, of course, like I said, yeah, losing to Alex Pereira back in November up in New York City, UFC 281. All right, and then let's take a look at what else we got on the card for tonight. We also have two welterweight matches. First, Gilbert Burns. Yeah, he's 21-5. His last fight was back in January at UFC 283 in Rio, defeating Neil Magny with the arm triangle choke in the first round. See if he had any like really big fights in this one. I actually had a big decision victory in May 2020 over Tyron Woodley. So he's had some big matches. All right, then of course Jorge Masvidal, who we know part of American Top Team for like a little while. Yeah, Masvidal coming on a 3-match losing streak. Two of them back-to-back losses to Kamaru Usman. Then his last match back in March of last year at UFC 272, he lost to Colby Covington in a decision. All right. Let's see. So some big matches. He's defeated Cowboy Cerrone. Actually, had defeated Nate Diaz. And let's see. Anybody else? Nope, that's about it. Oh, by the way, Masvidal's record, yeah, he's 35-16. Also in welterweight action, Kevin Holland will take on Santiago Ponzinibbio. Holland, yeah, 23-9-1, actually coming off a 2-match losing streak against Khamzat Chimaev in UFC 279, and then in December losing to Stephen Thompson on a TKO back in December. Meanwhile, his opponent, And Santiago Punitsky, he is 29-6. Last match was a victory over Alex Morano in UFC 282 back in December of 2000, December last year. Let's see. Big victories for this man. Yeah. Not seeing any major victories on this one. All right, so that's that. And let's take a look at what else we got. We got a bantamweight match between Rob Font and Adrian Yanez. Yeah, Font actually on a 2-match lose streak, losing to Jose Aldo in December 21, and then last April, Marlon Vera back in April 30th of last year, so almost a full year. Thing is, like, even though he's gotten permission for WWE, this Orton really is clear as says, who knows? Rob Font, yeah, wow, taking on Adrian Yanez. And let's see, Yanez actually riding a hot streak right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, his last loss was all the way back in November 2018 to Miles Johnson. That was in a LFA show. Since coming to UFC, he has been undefeated. Yeah, he's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 match, 6 if you count that Dana White Contender Series. But looks like these are going to be the both biggest matches for both guys right here. All right, and then we got a catchweight fight between Raul Rosas Jr. and Christian Rodriguez. Make sure you check out UFC 287 live tonight from the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida. Live and exclusively on pay-per-view. Let me pull up the information there. And I believe it. Let's close that out. You can watch it on ESPN Plus. I'll have this one, and let me see if it's on general pay-per-view. All right, no, it's not. It's going to be specifically ESPN Plus. All right, let's take a look now. Oh, gotta do Masters. See, there's always so much stuff around this time of year. I got suspended play again, and probably due to Colin. So let's see where we are. Yeah, we got some rain, and plays will be suspended until Sunday. As of right now, Yeah, it looks like Brooks Koepka in the lead right now. Meanwhile, defending champion Scotty Scheffler. Yeah. Yeah, he's got like 9 shots to make up, so things aren't looking good for the defending champ. But things are really looking good for Mr. Koepka. So there we go. Also, let's see, we have WNBA draft that'll be coming up this Monday. Yep, and of course, yeah, WNBA will be kicking off on May 19th. And if any wrestling fans there, yeah, we know the King joke. Let's see. All right, yeah. WNBA draft, like I said, to be this Monday night, 7 Eastern, and 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific on ESPN. Make sure y'all check that out. Let's see. Yep, and I believe that's going to be all our shows. Let me tell you, coming up. Yeah, coming up in just a little bit at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on No Filter. Yeah, we got Gerald Contreras and Nick. Gerald and Nick, they're gonna be having 3 big Derby preps. And Kentucky Derby 4 weeks away from today. Yeah, which I believe would make that May 6th. Oh, make sure y'all check that out. Tomorrow at 4 Eastern, and then again at 8, Hank Haney will have a double. I'll have a double shot of the Masters. We'll have the final rounds and then a recap of the entire tournament. So make sure I look for that. Then Collision Course with me and Captain Ron. That'll be on 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. On Monday, we'll hopefully add the event up here soon. Also, of course, Retro Ads Mondays with Stephen Luker and Play Action Real every Monday night at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Then we have Captain Rana will be back Tuesday, the 11th at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific with XFL Aftermath. Make sure I'll look for that. Oh, and then at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, we have the Fight Game with Nick the Flick, who you guys may know is one of the hosts of the Bleach Bros Show. And make sure y'all check that out. Then, of course, at 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 Pacific, every Tuesday and Thursday night, got Joe Quills with Philly Guy Speaks. Yeah, hopefully it'll be back on his normal time. And we had some special events to take care of this week, so that's all good. Then, of course, every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, it's the Bleach Bros Show with AJ Dunkadad and Nick the Flick. Make sure y'all check that out. Thursdays at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, Chef Tom hosts Now You're Cooking. And like I said, every time I just want to reach through my screen to get some of Tom's food. It's delicious. Then at 8:15 this Thursday, Big Ben and Key Win will be talking to Garen Strong, the former Oregon Duck turned Nike executive, to talk about his new book, Innovation University. All right, that ought to be interesting. I might want to check that out. Then then on the 14th, and we gotta have a full have a full boat right here. There's going to be a sample event with Joe Manuel, who's one of our owners right here of No Filter Network. Along, of course, Birdsy will be there. Henry will be there. Let's see. Yeah, Craig will be there. Leslie will be there, and then there's also a guy y'all may have heard of. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, he was the Pro Bowler in 1996. Yeah, he was a journeyman throughout his league. He was with the now Commanders, but he was the R word with Washington. Then he was with the Lions, the Broncos, the Bengals, the Vikings, the Dolphins, and the Rams. Of course, talking about my man Gus Farrat. Yeah, he'll be joining on he'll be joining Joe Monday, or excuse me, joining Joe on Friday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Yeah. I don't know why I'm having trouble like talking today. Then of course, last call every Friday night, 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 Pacific. Got Duncan Dad, Play Action Real, Penguin AZ, and Lord knows who also joined up. Also, yeah, and hopefully if Twitter's finally seeing the error of the ways, Tony Bruno and Miss Robin will be back with Into the Night. I'll look for that. And oh, by the way, also, yeah, Bernsey will be participating in Pat's run on next Saturday at, let's see, 10 a.m. Eastern. Let me make sure that is 10 a.m. Eastern. Yes, it is. Yeah, and of course, this will be a run in honor of fallen NFL player and military personnel, Pat Tillman. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to, if you guys want to donate, you could go to or actually this is how to register. If you want to register for the race, go to No Filter 5 and just enter there, save $5, or you can check out patsrun.org. Yeah, to find out all about this run in honor of Mr. Tillman. And then of course, y'all know what y'all gotta do. Join me back here next Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 Central, 1 Mountain, noon Pacific. Rocket Jocks right here on No Filter Network. Of course, always support Bleach Brothers. Yeah, that's at bleachbrothers.com. Website's it's up right now, but we're trying to improve it as the days go along, and hopefully I managed to get everything. Let's see, got NBA, got NHL, talked about UConn, LSU, got UFC, got the XFL. Yeah, talked about the Masters, even though it's been suspended again. Yep, that covers about everything. So like I said, keep it right here to a No Filter. Yeah, where Gerald and Nick are about to do derby preps in just a moment. And let me see if we have a final. Oh, come from behind The St. Louis Battlehawks do it again. It Tryhill on a rush attempt. Yeah, got a 4-point run. Battlehawks win it 21-17. That is a final. Yeah, good job, right? Good job, Battlehawks. And somewhere Ron is probably like glad that even though he's probably had a heart attack or something because of aging Karen and crew. Let's see. Next week, before I sign off, next week we're actually going to be having 2 shows. One's going to be a Rock Jock, but where I'll be again promote USFL, XFL. Believe we'll be starting the conference quarterfinals in the NBA playoffs. Of course, we'll have some MLB talk. Yeah, let you know what happened in the main event of UFC 287 and all that. But yeah, then right after that, I'll also be doing an NHL special. Hopefully, if Luch is all right, he'll get my message, and then we can set that time up. But if they want to go prime time, then guess what? I will be here 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Rockin' Jocks presented by Bleach Brothers right here on the No Filter Network. Yeah, first of all, again, thank you very much, Joe, and make sure you check out Philly Guy Speaks every Tuesday and Thursday, 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 Pacific. And of course, thank you, Mickey D, for always rockin' rings. This is Rockin' Jocks. See you next time. Peace.